Good morning, everyone. What's happening in Division 2? It is Bear Essentials. I am Bear Byers, and let's get right into the allotted loot. Boy, yesterday's news was really hopping, so let's get back to the division game until we know more. But on this channel, as well as a lot of the other great content that's out there, we'll keep you tracked of what's happening with the Star Wars franchise and what the future of a division is. But right now there's a lot of gameplay, and that's what this program's all about. So a lot of loot for the day. Thursday, January 14th, in DZ West, assault rifles. In the South, Wyvern gear. In the East, Seska Veropa. West End, Murakami Industries. Federal Bunker, Eclipse Protocol. Foggy Bottom, Pistols. Potomac Event Center, Aces and Eights. Roosevelt Island, Overlord Armaments. Okay, here's one that you guys need to grind over and over and over again to get exotics. It is Submachine Guns Lincoln Memorial True Sons. Wow, that's going to be, yeah, if you're not running that a few times a day, wow, that's going to be really awesome. For one, you can gain a lot of submachine guns, break those down, get parts off of them. You got 3 different exotics that may drop. You got 3 different bosses at Lincoln Memorial for those to drop from. You have a few cases to open through your first run. Yeah, and Lincoln Memorial is pretty fast. It's one of the shorter missions, and it is an excellent way to gaining some good loot and quick. So run it as high as you can with as many directives as you can, as fast and as often as you can today, and I think you'll be well rewarded. On with the rest of the allotted loot. West Potomac Park, Sokolov's Concern, Tidal Basin, Alp Summit, Constitutional Hall, Golan Gear, DCD, which is one of the invadeds, is Badger Tough. Ongoing directive at bank is at bank headquarters, but in downtown West is Bellstone Armory. Around the White House is knee pads. Downtown East is Petrov's Defense, Grand Washington Hotel, Empress International. District Union, backpacks. Federal Triangle is holsters. Jefferson Trade Center, body armor. Now this is also a very excellent time to run Jefferson Trade Center. Get your invaded done. It's body armor. Get your, maybe even run it a few other times. Awesome. Again, there's a few bosses here, so you got opportunity. There's a few chest faction caches to open, so some opportunities to get some extra exotics. Run it with some newer people and give away the exotics. It's kind of one of the things we do here at this channel, so if you're listening to this first time and you're on Xbox, look up Bear Buyer 65, and of course if you're with us when we're running, unless it's the Bighorn and Legendary, I'm going to be dropping the exotics, and yes, that includes the raids. I've got my Eagle Bears, and I've got one Ravenous. There's no reason to have multiples on that for me, so there's no reason that I can't drop anything and everything that comes down the pipe exotics, except the one that keeps eluding me, which is the Bighorn. And maybe today's the day we aggressively go after that. On with the allotted loot. Grupo Sombra, East Mall. Hard Wired, American History Museum. Future Initiative, Air and Space. Capitol Building, which is the legendary for the week, is Fenris Group. Somebody at Massive has either a sixth sense of humor or bad timing. Stormed the Capitol and legendary on the week that we are impeaching the president for saying such things. Humor or coincidence? Could be a little bit of both. 511 Tactical Gear, Southwest, Jefferson Plaza, Douglas and Harding. Space Administration, tip of the spear. Judicial Square, Marksmanship Rifle. Manning Zoo, Camp White Oak, Jefferson Trade, DCD. Manning Zoo is the stronghold for the week. So all these are done, and it is part of the weekly as well. You'll find that out later, along with the Coney Islands, which is Coney Island Amusement Park Gilligard, and the ballpark is Hannah U. Over at Camp White Oak, an evaded mission as well. There's 4 bosses here, but it's longer. You got to do it on evaded anyway, so this is a good time, good day to knock it out. There's 4 directives here. China Light's pretty good. To have some of those maxed out items in your inventory, especially if they're high in damage. With their explosive damage, they make really strong skill damage builds. So Tidal Basin is Alp Summit again, and it is always a stronghold. Down to the Pentagon, we have Gloves, and we have DARPA, which is Foundry Bulwark. Now let's see what we can see in New York. See if we need to go there or we can wing it. We can wing it. Civic Center is light machine guns. Over at the Tombs, we have Gear System Mods. Raldi Holdings, 2 Bridges, True Patriot, Stranded Tanker. Richter and Kaiser, Financial District. Wall Street, Shotgun. Liberty Island, Hunter's Fury. Mask in Battery Park. And Pathway Park is Rigger. So really 2 great places. One, if you ever need any of the Backfire, the Lady Death, any of those, today is your day. Run Lincoln Memorial over and over and over again till you get it. Run it with a group, and if they get it and they already have it, they can drop it for you. So definitely a day to check that box off if you have a need for Chatterbox, Lady Death, or Backfire. Today's the day. Even some of the named SMGs might be the day to run through there and get that done. So Tombs is our season pass project daily. Our regular daily is do 3 emotes, do emotes in front of 3 different people. So get in a 4-man group, do an emote, that's done. Go do a bounty together, go do a mission together, and then just donate to one of the control missions, 50 items. And boom, you have a celebration and yawn. Looks like some kind of emote or something. That's unique. Haven't seen one of those given out on a daily project today or before. And over here in the weekly project, Camp White Oak. So I was wrong earlier. I said zoo. Again, admit you're wrong. Camp White Oak, the Pentagon, and DARPA is this week's projects. Legendary is Capitol Building, which anybody wants to do. Legendary, contact me today. On standby with the truck, so got the whole day off possibly. Make sure you do your 30 levels in Summit. And our daily DZ project is extract contaminated supplies from any dark zone and clear 5 landmarks. You don't have to shoot any agents. Awesome. I don't get a thrill out of shooting other people. I like maybe shooting people that are picking on other people. I don't mind doing that, but I really don't like going out there and shooting somebody and taking their stuff, or even causing them any heartache. Go like, man, I was just trying to extract, or man, I was just trying to get XP and this guy come up and shot me. I don't get enjoyment out of that. I know a lot of you do, and it is the challenge. I get it, but it does seem a lot of people that are my age enjoy that kind of stuff less. Doesn't mean that I am not a cheerleader for PvP, because I am. I think you guys get the raw deal when it comes to experience. I think PvP should be better. I do believe and agree with so many people that agree that the PvP is the end of the line. Everything that you do in the game should gear you up for the best of the best. So you can go in the dark zone and shoot other players, which is the ultimate test. Agree with all those statements. I just don't enjoy being gloated over, or even being tempted to gloat over somebody else because they put me on tilt because they're acting like a fool instead of just saying GG. So if you see me in the dark zone, great, cool, shoot me, awesome. You know, I'm in there knowing that that's going to happen. And if I do shoot you, it's definitely not personal. And unless I'm really grinding for a certain thing, I'm probably going to leave your stuff laying right there. So if you get shot by bear buyers in the dark zone and you're like, man, I was really trying to farm that thing, come back and check on your stuff. It's probably going to still be there. So unless you're not nice, and then I'm probably going to break it down then. Yeah. Not nice falls in a totally different category. So be cool. Weekly Dark Zone project. 6 conflicts. Win 2 matches. You know, today I think we're going to break down and do some conflict. I very rarely do conflict because it takes so much time. But since I have the day off, might be a day just to go in there and do some conflict. Extract contaminated items from any dark zone and neutralize agents 10 times in any dark zone. You get a whole 10,000 experience on that. I have been advocating, or speaking out loud, to changes that please help the PvP community. Now, I really believe that if we stay with the current administration, they're probably going to fall on deaf ears on that. If it goes over to somebody, if somebody else, another studio picks this up or picks up the slack because of the Star Wars thing, I could see Red Storm, really being make the PvP community almost flip-flop it, and where the PvP community is going to be the driving force. And I'm okay with that too. I really am. It will force people like me that could take or leave the dark zone. Either way, I'm not for it. I'm not. But personally, I am for it for the community. I want the PvP to be the best that they can be. So let's go to what's going on in the seasons. Of course, when you go to your seasonal event, you got to remember all the levels. Just get up to 100. Get it all done. Knock out the levels. If nothing else, for your own watch level. Resources. There's 100 reasons why you get it. And if you do have a watch level over 1,000 for sure, you definitely want to consider getting your other characters made and up through New York 40th level, because as soon as they do, they're going to share that watch. And if you have a watch of 2,000 and you make your second character, that watch is going to be 2,000 as soon as you graduate from New York, and you're going to have 2,000 levels to assign to the watch, which means 200 per cycle, and that means you're going to have 1,200 to assign to your resources. And that's going to make a lot of optimization really available to you all of a sudden. So if you make your second, third, and fourth character, because you've only been playing on one, and you have a watt score, say, of a 2,000, you can easily end up with 3,600 resources, and you're going to be able to optimize probably 2 or 3 sets of gears. Even with its outrageous expense at this point, the hardest thing you're going to have to do is grind for materials for your weapons, from just breaking down weapons and breaking down gear in general. That's the hardest thing, because you can't craft those. You can't use resources to craft those. You just got to go out there and do it. But if you jump into somewhere like the Summit and you just grind anything that's apparel gear event, you're going to get either the backpack weaves if you need them, or whatever you need. So concentrate on one area and get that done. I'll be coming out with another video on optimization here probably in the next 48 hours. So our events this week that are still active is, of course, we have our KESTREL League, but most of you guys knocked this out the first week or got real close. We did. We only needed like 6 points to max it out. Of course, we've already acquired 20 from 2 beautiful runs, record-setting runs for ourselves, with one of the newer guys and one of the people that I've been running with a lot lately. He's a new content creator. I mean, like 8 people just learning how to make content. His name is Rise of the Wolf, and we turned out at 816 on Jefferson Trade, and we turned out a nothing to brag about, 1057 on Viewpoint Museum. So we did okay. We got it done. Got all our points. We may go over and do District Arena if we run into somebody to help that really needs to get this done. I guess we can jump in there. But like I say, we have everything done, and hopefully you guys do too. So that's what's going on with KESTREL League. The other thing is Shade Exposed, which we have not delved into personally. In fact, I haven't even activated. So we're on day 3. So there's day 3, real quick look. Day 2 and day 1. And had every intentions to make a video explicitly about this, but my time was taken up yesterday with a lot of research on the news, so I could give my slant or my thoughts on Star Wars without just off the cuff. So I did my research first on confirming a lot of the stories. Again, my feed, because I belong to so many people, following them, for one, to give them props, because I'm a content creator. I believe we should support each other. So I subscribe to most Division 2 content creators. There's a few exceptions, but those are few and far between. And there are, of course, people out there I don't know that they made content. So if you make content, I have my channel where you can see if I follow you or not. And if I don't follow you, feel free to contact me, and I will follow you, no matter who you are. No, if I don't follow you, it may have been a mistake. Maybe I toggled it wrong or something. But if you're a content creator, I'm following you, just out of respect. And I can't expect people to follow me if I'm not going to follow other people. That's my philosophy. If other people have a different philosophy, that's on them. So it is the apparel event. OUTGUARD is in the closing mode, and because I have that completed, I'm really not sure what that means. I haven't had the time, or it's not on my radar to really research. But I'll tell you what, I'm writing on the dry whiteboard. That's going to be the project. I'm going to have the answer for you tomorrow. Apparel event. So if I have any content creators watching the channel, which I'm probably going to skip past this today, but I have a few dry whiteboards right here by the computer. So when I get something, I can write it down real quick, kind of a mental note. So when I make a video or I got something to do, I look back up and, oh yeah, got to do that today. And one last thing over here in the seasons, we have the manhunts. Remember, you can repeat these, you can do them over and over again. You got Viper, you got Kestrel. In 4 days, we get to go after Magnus. And it's all to get to this end boss, Faye Lau. It is my hope that she's been deep undercover. It is my hope that Faye really hasn't went rogue at all. She's became the ultimate agent by going undercover to take down Schaefer, to take down the Sokolovs, to take down these people. And if she does get away, and if we are pointed in a different direction, if it is the end of division like some are doomsdaying and saying, this could be a good way to end it, in a way to Faye gets away, or we accidentally even kill her at the end, and we find out in her dying breath that we just defeated the most patriotic hero of the entire game. The sad thing is, Benitez will have to kind of apologize that he was wrong about Faye. And again, I think that would be a great storyline. Now, if it goes that way, I'm not saying I have no inside information, nothing at all. I don't have any ends at Massive. This is just my kind of story mind working. So there you go. Now, so we've covered the seasons, we've covered Manhunt, we've covered the things that's going on. Of course, we have our general stuff that we can always do, the collectibles. Remember each week, and it's something I forget, so reminding you is helping me remind myself. Come in here and make sure you have these Ubisoft items checked off, that you're doing them or have done them, and it might give you something for the day. Oh yeah, when I'm going to Grand Washington Hotel, I want to get on the minigun and kill 25 people, so I want to jump on that minigun real quick. Oh yeah, today would be a great day to test out my shotgun build against Black Tusk, and kill 23 more of them, and I'll get that done. Throw on my sweet dreams and kill some red Black Tusk and purple Black Tusk, and there you go, it's done. Eliminate enemies from any dark zones. So we have to go do some control points for our daily. This might be the day to get that done. So we get those done. We get some Ubisoft points that we can use on any of the Ubisoft games. And if you're a Star Wars fan, there you go. You're way ahead of the curve when that comes out, and get to do all the pre-orders and go into Ubisoft and get all the extra stuff and get fancy, whatever they're giving away with your Ubisoft points. That's the way you get them. So, and remember, if you're into chest stomping, or just proud of seeing your name up there in a respectable situation, here is where you can get in here and get the game done. Get yourself up there, get a better raid completion, get more raid completions. Here I only got 7 on the Iron Horse. I do need to do one more for this character to get my Regulus finally finished. So got that done. Anyway, what I'm saying is your leaderboards may give you inspiration to go in there and do something. One of my biggest inspirations, what keeps me going well past getting everything done, well past grinding for everything is just helping people, sharing the game, helping them. One of my side kind of bragging points is just giving away exotics, gaining exotics, giving them away. Join in, and how you can find those is just call for backup, or see if anybody else is looking for backup. Here you go. Here's one right here. And that's how we're going to end that. We're going to answer this call. This is Bear Essentials. I am Bear Byers. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you